All right, guys, what's going on? So, hope you're doing good. Back with another Summer Wells video. Apparently, Dawn came out and said that they're innocent with respect to abuse and neglect involving their kids. In my opinion, that was just a deal made with the state of Tennessee. You know how it goes. We've all heard that, if you sign your rights away, we won't prosecute you. And in doing that, basically, everything against them are just dismissed, basically. So that's basically all that is. But Dawn calling them and him and CANDUS innocent is like, well, I mean that's basically, I guess you would say, in a court of law, right? In a court of family law. I'm just going to say in a court of family law. Let me put it that way. And in my opinion, it's basically like, Casey Anthony saying that she's innocent. Basically like O.J. Simpson saying he's innocent. That's my opinion. That's the way I feel about it. So WJHL done an interview with Dawn Wells on the 4-year anniversary of Summer going missing. And what I want to do, guys, is just go through here and see what the public really thinks of Dawn and CANDUS. So, and this is WJHL's video that they done, their YouTube channel. And I'm just going to go down through here and just read some of the comments and see. I'm just curious. I just want to see what the public thinks. So let's start scrolling and see what the public thinks here. And by the way, he still looks like shit. Yeah, he don't look. He still looks god awful. I know he tried to dress up for the news, but he still looks god awful. All right. So first comment here. Well, I'll start. Let me filter this by newest. Deception Detective put some eyes on here, so he's watching it. Got one here, says find Summer Wells, Father God please shine. Just someone wanting it to be found. Someone wants Summer to be found. Suzanne Goins 1981 says that's because you all are suspects. Nobody has been cleared. That is true, Suzanne. That is true. Common Sense True Crime. Their PIs, Chris and Trudy, cannot speak to law enforcement on their behalf, but their attorneys can and do. But if Dawn says they have lawyers, it would make him seem more guilty, so he claims his private investigators talked to police instead of them cooperating with police when Lawson said they weren't cooperating anymore, that they have lawyers. He was telling the truth. With Dawn and CANDUS Wells, it's just one lie after another. That is very true. That is very true, Holly. And again, what is it? Ronnie Lawson, the sheriff of Hawkins County, come out and said, what, about 2 years ago? Dawn and CANDUS quit cooperating in the investigation. They have attorneys. And Ronnie Lawson has had every opportunity, and Dawn and CANDUS has had every opportunity to cooperate, and for Ronnie Lawson to, walk back that statement. Apparently, it just seems like they are still not cooperating in the investigation, and Ronnie Lawson still hasn't came out and said any different, that they're not cooperating in the investigation. I mean, Ronnie Lawson could have come out. He's had 2 years to come out and say, yes, okay, they are now cooperating with the investigation. Police hadn't come out and said anything. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them one bit. Because, these are some sneaky criminals. They, that are behind the Summer Wells disappearance. There's just some sneaky stuff going on, in my opinion. And I do not blame law enforcement for not saying a thing. other than coming out and saying, hey, we're still working on the case. We're still doing what we can to find what happened to Summer. I'd be glad to say it for them, and that's basically what they're doing, in my opinion. So someone next says something happened to that little girl. I think her parents and law enforcement did something to her. Now, I don't think law enforcement done something to her. I think that's. I don't think law enforcement's involved in anything of what happened to Summer Wells. She and Hawkins, she in the upside down. You got to get her poor baby. See, still waiting for Summer. I pray she's found safe and well. Thank you for your continued integrity and coverage of the Summer Wells case. She's basically thanking Ansley Daniels. News anchor needs to unstop his nose. It's growing. His nose is growing, basically, is what they're saying. Just me says, no, CPS did not take the kids. He gave the boys to CPS because he feared them. He feared for them because of YouTubers. He told Jay for Justice. The three boys are better off. Okay, really what happened, from what I understand, what I heard, Don Wells called CPS because he was drinking and getting violent. And he called CPS to come get the boys because it just wasn't, I guess he was in fear for their safety because of his drinking and violence. That's what I heard is the reason why CPS came and got the boys. So again, they were put into what I quote call protective custody. Again, hence the word protective for a reason. They signed their rights away, and in signing their rights away, I wonder if the state included Summer Wells in those legal papers of signing their rights away to all their children. Makes you wonder, with Summer being missing, I just wonder when the legality of signing their rights away to their kids, I wonder if Summer Wells was included in that. So I'm thinking she was. I'm thinking 100% she was. So if Summer Wells was found today, in my opinion, she would not belong to Don and Candace. Because if Summer Wells was included in the signing of the rights away, that would include her too. And Don and Candace signing their rights away do not have legal access probably to this day, even though they are found, as Don says, innocent in neglect and abuse of their kids. They still signed their rights away. So they still have no legal custody and no legal, anything legal. No legalities at all. They have no children. And until, I guess, they can prove that they're responsible parents, they shouldn't have any kids, in my opinion. For 2 years while their kids were in DCS custody, They could have got their act together. They could have got their life together. They could have tried to get their kids back. What'd they do? They partied, got drunk, acted like fools on YouTube for the whole time the kids were in DCS custody. That's no way to get your kids back. That's no way to show that you love your kids. That's no way to show that you want your kids. It's pathetic. It's pathetic, guys. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. That's what I got for you, and hope to see you on the next video. Drop some comments. Let me know what you think on my opinions, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.